So, you already did your first run here in Sochi. So, what is your first experience about the city?
I think it's definitely a wonderful city. I was not expecting so many people to come and see the show. I mean, we've got a good weather. The sea is just down the corner, so it's definitely a very nice environment to have a Formula One race. So I really hope that they will build the circuit, and then we will be here in 3 years' time now for the first race.
You saw a lot of audience, a lot of spectators. So is the Russian visit spectators are different from Thailand, from Monaco, from some another Grand Prix?
Obviously, you know, it is new for Russian people to see Formula One. We're lucky to have a Russian driver. We've got now Red Bull and McLaren and Ferrari. They are in Moscow. We are here in Sochi today, so it's definitely very important to make the people aware of Formula One, and they have to understand it before we do the racetrack, I reckon, because like that the success will be definitely a lot bigger.
What does it mean for you as a pilot of the Formula One to have one more Grand Prix now when Russia in 2004? It makes the races more interesting, or your schedule is more narrow.
I think that at the end of the day, we love racing all the drivers, you know, so I don't mind to have a race more. Obviously, the calendar starts to be very tight. We've got a lot of races to fit in, but in the end, I reckon that one more race will not be a problem. And if you look at the World Championship, we've got to have a race in Russia.
Yeah, and for now, the Toro is showing very good results and jumping to the good steps on the front. What do you expect from the next Grand Prix in Germany?
Hopefully we'll be able to score points again. I had a good start to the season. I hope I can keep up with it and continue to improve the car. But definitely we are up to expectation right now. Now we need just to continue to make the car quicker, get good results, and try to chase the next teams ahead of us.
So as I know, there will be some changes in the car after the summer break, yeah? So I think it will help you just to show another strategy or something.
It is always very difficult to say if the new updates will make us better or not, because you don't know what the other teams are doing. But I reckon that it can still help us, because we went on a completely new design of car, and obviously it takes a little bit of time to get used to it. So I think we will really see that the car is getting better toward the end of the year.
So in all Grand Prix we have two teams, Red Bull Racing and Toro Rosso. And obviously to say it's our friends together in the paddocks and everything, but on the track, are you competitors or companions?
I would say we are cousins. No, you know, I would say Red Bull is fighting for the championship. We are not quick enough and not strong enough right now to be able to fight with them. So obviously we are fighting in our group, which is around the 6th, 7th place in the constructor, and Red Bull is fighting for the title, which is more or less the philosophy. You know, Toro Rosso should prepare young drivers to get into the Red Bull racing team, and this is what we are doing. So we really try to get good results with Toro Rosso, but we are not fighting in the same league right now.
And is the racing strategy of Toro Rosso and Red Bull Racing, are they different, or it's sometimes you are testing the
No, they are completely different, because obviously the team are completely separate now, and we cannot share anything like we used to do in the past. But at the end of the day, it depends also where you start. If you start at the top of the grid or in the middle, it makes a bit of a difference what kind of strategy you will choose. So I would say that everybody is going in his own way and tries to get the maximum out of it.
What do you think, the show runs like that we have it here in Sochi, is it really help to promote the Formula One?
It definitely helps a lot to promote, because then when they will have the race, they will know already what Formula One is, and the city, you know, it's important to get the city behind Formula One. Also, it's important to have a good show. It's important that people likes it like that, and when the F1 will come, it will be a big success.